My name's Carrie Faust, and I'm the yearbook advisor at Smoky Hill High School in Aurora, Colorado.
And I'm Annie Gorenstein Falkenberg, and I'm the yearbook advisor at Longmont High School in Colorado.
How did you guys go from that to working as advisors in the JEA for this?
So I've been advising for 24 years, and about 5 years in, somebody asked me if I wanted to present just a regular session here, and that was right around the time I started working at camps and stuff. So I presented at JEA for the first time in like 2006, and then I presented it. I have presented something at every JEA since 2006.
Wow.
And then in 2018, we were asked to do the leadership pre-convention workshop, and we've done it every fall and every spring since then.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you guys enjoy the most about your job?
About advising, like at school? I mean, I love that the teacher in the publications classroom, the advisor, gets to be more like a coach in their relationship with the students than a traditional teacher. So it's the relationships and the connections that we make with the kids.
I think it's also just like the amount of growth you see and how transferable all the skills are. Like as we're working with students to understand how to do these things, how to work with one another, like we really do see it change them in really positive ways, and the growth is so fun to witness. And in those years where you have a staff that is just so excited and ready to do all the things and take the ownership and the leadership on, it's just really cool to just get to be a part of it and watch them thrive. And I think that's the best part.
Especially because in our classes, you know, the kids dictate what we do. It's not like we hand out worksheets and they fill them out and we call it good. They sit down and they figure out what their year is going to look like and who they want to interview and what stories they want to tell and what's important in it. And it's pretty awesome to see them do that.
Did you have a journalism career before you became an advisor, or did you just get like education in journalism or anything like that?
I was the editor of my junior and senior year yearbook, and then I became a teacher.
Oh,
I
wow.
was the editor of my middle school yearbook, and when I became a teacher and it was an opportunity, I thought, like, I love doing it as a student, and let's see if we can help other students to love it too.
Yeah, my first year I said, if the lady who's doing yearbook ever quits, I'd really like it. And they said, you're crazy, nobody asks for yearbook. I said, well, I am. So that was the first year. Second year I got yearbook, and I've been doing it ever since. Yeah.
Last question, I guess. Do you guys think that high school journalistic publications or yearbooks have like a responsibility, almost like a moral responsibility to like do something or strive for any certain direction?
I think, yes, we do have a responsibility to report accurately about our communities and to like tell the story of the year in a way that is like reflective of the truth of what truly happened, but also in a way that really celebrates all of the different things that happen in our schools and things that our students are passionate about. I love in Yearbook that there is room for so much of that. And it's also just a place where we get to see student voices through the interviewing and publishing of those stories. Like the student voice is what is most featured in the work that the students do. And I think then it really truly is that accurate reflection that we hope they're creating every year.
I don't think anyone is better equipped to tell the story of the American high school student than the American high school student. I think scholastic journalism is the single most accurate depiction of the life of the high school student in America. And because of that, only you guys can tell those stories. Like nobody else can do it. No grown-up from NBC can come in and do a story on you that's ever going to be as strong and truthful and important as the stories you can tell about yourselves and your peers. And I think that is the highest calling of scholastic journalism.
Wow. Thank you. That's amazing.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, you guys.